All right, guys, it's 3:03, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is our Peer Career Advisor Advice webinar. You're here to ask any questions you have about career or just college in general, and our PCAs will answer them for you. I do have our Employer Relations Coordinator, Kyla, on the call as well. So if there's any questions that the PCAs can't answer, or if you have any employer-related questions, she's here to answer those for you as well. So PCAs, it's up to you. Students, please put in the chat which PCAs invited you so that they can get credit towards, hopefully, an Amazon Echo Dot. Have fun.
Welcome everybody. I hope everyone's having a good week this week. I guess we'll start off by introducing all of ourselves. My name is Jacob Loomis. I'm a senior political science major from Bryant, Arkansas. And then someone else can go and y'all just start introducing yourself.
Well, you can go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. My name is Mayensi. I am a marketing strategy major. I'm a junior. What else is there to tell? Guess that's all.
Where are you from, Nancy?
Russellville area. I graduated from Darnell, but I live like 30 minutes outside of town.
Nice.
Well, hello, my name is Gerardo. My major is mechanical engineering. I'm an international student from Maracaibo, Venezuela, and I'm a PCA. I think that's all. Yeah.
I'll go. I'm Sabrina. I'm a middle level education major, and I'm from Marshall, Arkansas.
Hey guys, my name is Mitch. I'm a sophomore and I'm majoring in information technology and I'm from Washington.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. My name is Hector. I'm 20 years old. I'm a sophomore student, an accounting major. From the same place that Gerardo is. I'm from Maracaibo, Venezuela. And I'm glad to have some people here, have some questions. And yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day.
Okay. Juliana, say that again. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Juliana. My major is in rehab science, and I am from Darnell, Arkansas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Susanna, and I'm a BDA major, and I'm from Denver, Arkansas.
Hey, y'all. I'm Albert. Aaliyah just invited me to join in. I'm BDA major, and then I'm from Canton, China.
What's up, Albert?
And
Sorry, I was muted. Hector invited me.
Hello, my name is Aaliyah Anderson. I'm a digital marketing major, and Hector and Gerardo invited me.
Hi, my name is Gabby. I'm a biomed major, and Gerardo and Hector invited me. I'm 19.
Hi, I'm Andres, and I'm a biochem major, and Gerardo and Hector invited me.
Awesome. Well, thanks for everyone that came. Does anybody have any questions for the peer career advisors that we can answer, or we can just start talking about different stuff too?
I have a question like, do y'all usually go over the resume and CV for as a career advisor?
So yeah, resume critiques are just one of the things we do. We also do cover letter critiques. So if you're ever applying for a job, you want to get your resume checked out. If you're required to have a cover letter for that application, we can help you out. If you don't know where to start, you can always go and check our resources on Handshake. And if you don't have a Handshake account yet, you can go ahead and go to atu.handshake.com. That's the platform we as career services use to connect with employers. Your profile basically is where you upload all the documents that you want an employer to see. So your resume, maybe some certifications that you might have that you mentioned on your resume. And yeah, if you're unsure if your resume is good enough, you can always check also the videos that we have. If you don't know where to start and you want to like try to go ahead and work on something and then get a critique, Handshake is where you're gonna find most of the resources that we have. You log in to your Handshake account with your tech username and password.
Would you like us to share our screen and show you where to log in for that?
Yeah, I would love to do that. Okay. Go ahead and okay. All right. Okay, so when you guys go to atu.handshake, join handshake. If you guys go to the tech website and you go to our section, you go to career services. Okay, so when you go here, if you haven't registered, you can just go ahead and register. So if you were to sign in for the first time on your Handshake, you can always use your tech email, tech username and password. I'm gonna go over a couple stuff. I'm gonna walk you through a few of the things that you can do when you are on your Handshake account. Mm-hmm. Really? Oh, it's paused. All right. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So when you log into your Handshake account, this is basically what you're gonna see. You have different sections here. You have jobs, you have events, questions and answers, students. So you have multiple resources depending on what you're looking for or what your needs are. This is where you would come and if you're looking for a job, maybe a part-time job or an internship for the summer, this is where you would go. And you have different filters, locations. If it's an internship, as I said, and then you have more filters, you can narrow the possible options. You can narrow it down to your major. My major is accounting. I would narrow it down to accounting. Maybe you know what you're looking for, maybe the job section, the industry where you want to work. Different filters are going to help you find that job that you want. And it's pretty simple to use. Here you would find all the job offerings that are out there. And you see pretty simple to apply. If you were to have your resume uploaded to your profile, you can just upload it from here, and cover letter as well. Events like this one, this webinar, they're all usually going to be here on Handshake. I want to go real quick over the profile. This is very important. You want to make sure that you let the employer know as much information about yourself as you want. You want to get them to know you a little bit better. So pretty simple. You add any extracurricular activities that you may have performed right now ever since you're in college. If you have been doing community service, if you're part of an organization, a fraternity or sorority, this is where you would go. Your education and your work experience as well. Here on the bottom, on the document section, is where you would go and add your resume after you have after you got it critiqued by some of the peer career advisors here at Career Services. You want to make sure that it's pristine for when the employer is looking over your profile and considering hiring you for a position. And so, as well as the resume, you have the cover letter section, transcript, and other documents that you might want to show possible employers, like any certifications or. But yeah, that's pretty much a little walkthrough over Handshake. Any questions on Handshake that I can answer right now?
Hector, I have a question about Handshake.
Okay.
Does every employer always have Handshake, or is there like another platform that they might use?
So we don't have, of course, there's no way to keep track of every single job that there is out there. So this is a platform similar to LinkedIn. So we try to connect, and we have great connections with most employers. But yeah, there's a chance that maybe an employer that you're looking for might not be here. The chances are very low, but yes, you can go ahead and always try to find that job. And as I said, filtering to the industry, maybe the employer itself. Let's say I'm looking for a job at Verizon. It's gonna show me all the different positions on the country for Verizon. Did that answer your question? I don't know if it was very clear.
Yes, thank you. I will add, being the employer relations coordinator, a great number of universities are going to the Handshake platform, so it is becoming the most popular platform out there. However, there are other platforms that universities do use. So when you do log on to Handshake and become a user of Handshake, you can follow multiple universities. And if you have an employer that you are trying to connect with, if you are not able to find them on Handshake, you can always touch base with me. I'm the employer relations coordinator, and we can seek out the people to contact at that specific employer. If you're not finding jobs with them or you're not able to connect with them on Handshake. So that is another option to touch base with the Career Services office and see what we can do to get you connected with that employer.
Yes, ma'am. For that.
You're welcome.
Any other questions over Handshake? On how to register, how to upload? It's pretty simple to use. I encourage you guys, if you guys don't have a Handshake account right now, start building it up. If you're not looking for a job right now, you might as well just create that profile and start adding that information and your resumes and everything. It's pretty important to keep yourself out there for employers. Start creating networking. Sometimes employers are going to contact you over messages, so it is really important to create those connections. Let the employer let them know about your existence, what you can do for the company. Eventually, you're gonna have to find a job or an internship if that's what you want. No questions over Handshake?
That was some pretty good coverage, Hector. Thanks for showing us all that. Does anybody else have any questions about the services that the Career Center offers, or anything that we can do for you to help you have more opportunities and a better chance to get land a job after you get out of school, or even go back to school for your post-secondary degree? Any of that stuff. We have a bunch of different services and programs. All you have to do is just reach out to us and ask.
I have a question. Like, do y'all need to appointment if you want? If I want to do like a resume or CV critiques?
You can create virtual drop-in appointments on Handshake if you want a resume critique, and then those get taken care of pretty quickly. That's kind of like our walk-ins that we used to have, but we can't do anymore. So if you would want your resume critiqued, you would just go to Handshake for that.
Yes, I forgot to show that on Handshake there's going to be a section that will take you to Career Services itself and all these resources that we offer. There's a section, an option. You would click on appointments, and it's pretty simple. It's not overwhelming, so once you see it, you're gonna be able to know how to create an appointment with us. But if you are, still can't find it, please reach out to us. We're always happy to help you guys. Does any of you guys want to go over something else? Maybe other services that we offer? Okay, I want to ask a quick question to the people that are here as a audience. How many of you guys feel like you guys are not majoring on the right area or are uncertain about the major that you guys chose?
I am.
Okay. So career services can help with that too. We offer other services such as Focus 2. So career services offers Focus 2 for you to take five assessment quizzes. They don't take more than 20 minutes, taking them all. And they're really helpful. What it does is each one of the assessments are going to be personality based and interest based. So it will help you narrow down what jobs and opportunities you might want to follow depending on what your interest and your personality is. Once you have taken the assessments, you can always combine them, play around with them, see what you like, what you might be interested in, and you could look more into it. And again, Focus 2 is something that the school has paid for, as well as Handshake. So you might want to take advantage of the resources that we offer. And you would log in with your tech username and account as well.
Have any of you guys seen our YouTube videos that we put up, the PCA tip videos? I don't know.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, I can kind of go over what I spoke about in my video, while if anyone wants to think about any questions they have. In my video, I talked about my first tip was saving all your project details. I don't know how many of you guys are like upperclassmen or about to graduate, maybe you're just freshmen and sophomores, but I've always found that it's really important to keep all your project details for your resume, because you can make project sections on your resume and it's really helpful to have all the details of what you did in the project. So you can keep like the rubric, the information sheet that professors give you when you have important projects. So if you're in any classes right now that you're doing projects that are kind of like that would be helpful in the future for a job, to say that you did this, I would recommend like keeping all the rubrics, the details, and everything that you did, maybe putting them all in a folder and keeping it. So later when you're your resume, you can include it. So that's one of the tips I spoke in the video. I think Amanda just put up the link so you guys can go watch the rest of it for my other tips. I don't know if any of the other PCAs want to talk about some of their tips as well.
I have a question. How do you determine which projects are like important enough to keep and which ones you're kind of like you don't really need to keep?
I always try to think of it as like which ones are more focused on my kind of the career that I want. I don't know about you guys. I haven't really chosen a career, but my major is marketing strategy, so I've just kind of gone with the projects that I'm given that show skills that I know are important in any marketing career. Once I decide a career, I can probably like narrow it down more and see which ones will apply best for an employer to see that I did things, that I have these skills, that I have experience working on certain projects. So that's what I would kind of do. I would recommend, like, depending what your classification is, for beginning, I would say keep most of it, most of the big projects. But once you're an upperclassman, I would say, there are classes that are kind of just general college like classes. And then there's those that are really more focused on your major and your degree. And so the big projects that you do in those classes, keep that information. And then you can pick and choose later on which ones, and you might change it depending on the job that you're applying for. That's why it's important to keep basically all of it so that, maybe in the future you are applying for a different job and you're like, this project is better for this job. So let me use that one this time. And the next time you can use a different project. So I would recommend keeping almost all of it. I know that sounds like a lot of clutter, but it could be helpful in the future. Did that answer your question okay?
Yes, thank you.
Here in my hands, I have something that I want to talk about. I believe it's really helpful. I wish I had knowledge of this on my freshman year. So here at Norman Career Services, we have this survival kits, which are based on every single year of college, and also different popular groups of students like international student, student athlete. It basically contains different stuff that you should be doing as a college student at that point. So if I were to be a sophomore here, I have some of the things that I could be doing to improve my career and just getting everything ready for when I graduate to be successful during college. I know that it is hard to sometimes get behind classes, or it is really important to build your resume at this point. You want to make sure that when you're out of college, you have as much stuff on your resume. So here I'm going to read some of the examples on a sophomore year survival kit. Career-related events, complete your Handshake profile and make it active to employers and the Handshake community. Participate in at least one of Career Services resume review days. I'm not sure we have those right now because of COVID, but stay busy, participate in extracurricular activities that interest you. This is really important. If you don't have, some people are worried that they don't have any work experience, so they don't have anything to put on their resume. But if you're part of an organization, that's something that is really important to put on a resume. And if you're not part of an organization, I always encourage you. There's plenty organizations on campus. There might be a few that you could be interested in. It is really important to always add stuff to your resume. Community service. If you're part of an organization that will give you skills like leadership. So yeah, I really encourage you guys. These can be found on Handshake, but if you want to go ahead and stop by the office, we have plenty of these. It doesn't matter if you're a junior, a senior, there's always stuff that you could be doing that you're not doing probably, or yeah, this is really great. I wish I had this on my freshman year. So I encourage you guys to check it out. Any questions on this, on the survival kits?
Where can I find those in Handshake?
Okay, so if you were to go to Handshake, Give me just a second to share my screen real quick here. Okay, so on Handshake, that said, here's the section that I was talking about before, Career Center. So this is where you're gonna find all the resources for the appointments. This is where you were, as I was saying before, this is where you would schedule an appointment with us for resume critiques. If you want to talk about with one of the with the graduate assistant Amanda about career opportunities, or you're uncertain about what you want to do with your major, this is where you would do it. Here are all the services that we have. Right now we're working on drop-in appointments because virtual drop-in appointments because of COVID. But here you see if you need help with Handshake, major and career options, resume critique, cover letter, this is where you would go and schedule an appointment with us. And so here in resources, you're gonna find everything that we offer. So the student survival kits are right here. And you're gonna find here on the attachments, you're gonna find each one of them. So I'm a freshman, so I would go, I'm a sophomore, I'm sorry. So I would go to sophomore survival kit, and then you can just save it to your computer or print it. So it's pretty simple to find them. Any other questions?
Can you guys like help prepare for job interviews and stuff?
Yes, for sure, for sure. That's one of the services we offer. So for a job interview, we also have this resource. It's called Big Interview. It's basically a platform where you can answer questions that would be asked in a real interview, and it would allow you to record yourself and try to see what things you're lacking on, what things you're doing right, always improving. You will be getting feedback as you see it. And once you feel like you're confident enough, you can schedule an appointment for interview help. So yes, I mean, this platform, Big Interview, is it's pretty good because it gives you actual questions that would be asked in a real interview. So it helps you prepare for everything. To always be ready to know what to answer, how to act, how to answer these questions. And if you still want, if you're still not happy with the result, if you want some more help, we're here to help, and always try to give you guys feedback on that.
Where can you like find that stuff?
Okay, so Big Interview. Just a second here. So Big Interview, if you were to sign in.
This is great information that Hector is giving, but we have also put the link to the Career Services webpage in the chat so that you can click on that and it will take you directly to several of our programs and services that you can click on from there.
Yes. So when you go to as I was showing, here you're gonna find the student login page. It will take you to the actual ATU Big Interview website. You would go ahead and log in with your tech username and password. I'm sorry about this. Okay, well, so apparently this is not my, I'm sorry, this is apparently not my password. But yeah, I mean, this is the way you would log into Big Interview. I'm sorry that I can't show a little walkthrough on how to use it. But as I said, you can schedule an appointment with us. We'll be happy to help you if you want to go in depth on Big Interview. And we also help with networking skills. Networking is something that is really, 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 really important because nowadays the best way to find a job is networking. You want to build up relationships with as much people as you can, with employers, with faculty. It's always important to have a presence during within your community. That is the most popular way to find a job nowadays, more than using any other resources, networking. And if you feel like you don't, like you can improve your networking skills, Career Services is here to help with that too. Any other questions? Okay, so Wendy's asking what the Elevate program is. Elevate is a program that you can opt to get enrolled in the course. It's basically a course on Blackboard. So it would be as I'm sorry, as any other class that you would have on Blackboard. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what Elevate is. Okay. So right now, I will go to my Blackboard and I'm enrolled to Elevate. Okay, my password worked now. So the Elevate program is a program that will help you with every most of the aspects and services that we have been talking about. Everything put together in one course. So here you would find 6 different modules, each one of them focusing on each one of the things that we have been talking about today. So the first module is pretty simple, self-assessment, focus 2. As I said, if you're not certain about your major, if you're not confident that that's what you like and that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, focus 2 is going to be that platform that you might want to use that to figure out what is that you really want to do for the rest of your life. And We have career action plan, resumes and cover letters. Basically, a kind of a class that you would take. You would complete all the assignments and always get feedback on how you're doing. So we have videos, just like a class, that will teach you how to improve your skills to perform and develop each one of these uh, skills and documents that we have been talking about. Okay, so practice interview right here. You see how big interviews are. It's mentioned here again, and you even have an assignment where you can practice, like you can mock an interview, record yourself, submit it, get some feedback on it. Networking and experiential learning. So Elevate, in conclusion, is just a program that will help you improve all the aspects and skills that you want to have a successful career. And the way you would enroll to Elevate is contacting career services and asking to be enrolled on the program. It would look something like this on Blackboard, and it does not consume a lot of time. It's pretty simple, very educational. So I encourage you to, if you're interested in it, please check it out. And yeah, did I answer your question right, or do you have any other questions on that? Does anyone else have another question, or any of the PCAs want to add something?
Oh, so I don't think we've mentioned anything about cover letters. So cover letters are something else that we can help you guys with. So we can review your cover letter. You can upload it on Handshake, and we'll look at it. And also, if you don't even know what a cover letter is, so like a cover letter is a place where you go more into detail about who you are, and you tell employers what you want from them, and you write out your experience on your cover letter. So they're very confusing, but we can help you with that. You can find like an example that you can follow on Handshake on the resources tab. It's very helpful. And go ahead and send it to us, and we can look at it, review it, and we'll send it back to you as many times as you need. So we can look at your cover letters.
Yeah, cover letters are really important too. I was hoping some of my friends write one the other day, and it goes beyond words what a cover letter will help you do to get a new job, or just even an important position in an organization, or anything. Like, if you know how to write a good cover letter, you have your chances of getting that callback go up 10 times.
And just to add to the cover letter, if it's like optional, I would recommend doing it because a lot of people, if they see, oh, it's optional, why would I go the extra step? Like that says a lot about you if you go the extra step. So I would recommend doing it.
and like also like you can write stuff that you can't write on your resume. On your cover letter, you can go more in depth. So yeah, it's something great to have, and it makes you look really professional and prepared. So
Professional and prepared. I like that, Juliana. I'm gonna have to start using that. So recently on our YouTube page, we released our PCA tip videos, and so I'd like for some of our PCAs to go around and share some of the tips that they gave. I know one of mine was to not be afraid to drop a class. If it's between getting an F and keeping 15 hours, then don't be afraid to drop that class. You can always pick up a winter course or a summer course to keep those hours up and keep your scholarship if you're on scholarship. I've had to do it once or twice, and it's really not as big of a deal as a lot of people say. Um, and that's one of my pieces of advice.
I mentioned my one piece of advice, so just if you guys want to get the other tips, you can go watch the video. Sorry to interrupt whoever I interrupted.
Okay, I'll go. One of my pieces of advice was to send your resume to us. I mean, I know we've talked about it a lot, but it really does help you. I probably sent mine like 3 or 4 times and had it critiqued, and I find something different every time. So, like, don't be afraid to just send it in to us, and we can help you with it. And just definitely do that for sure.
One of the tips I said it was to not procrastinate. A lot of people during college they procrastinate, and I think that's really bad because like the stress that you have to submit the assignment. Let's say you have like 2 hours just to submit it. Like that's something that really gets you. So just do all the stuff whenever you get the chance to do it, and just do not procrastinate.
And one of my tips was to network with the students and your classmates that are in your same classification year, your same major, your same, degree, because, chances are you're going to be seeing them a lot. You're going to be seeing them around campus a lot. You're probably going to be in the same buildings, same classes. So it's good to have someone that you know or you recognize, you could study with them, you can ask them questions if you need help or anything. It's just good to like network. And your professors are there to help you. So if you have questions, anything about your test, homework, exams, projects, shoot them an email because they're there to help us, and more networking.
I believe one of mine was to stay organized. Having a planner really helps. Along with Gerardo's, like it prevents you from procrastinating a little bit, since you know the deadlines and all that and can time it out. But yeah, that was my advice.
I have a question actually for the people who joined. What majors are you guys in, or like colleges?
I am biochem.
I'm accounting.
Okay, I was just asking because I was thinking maybe some of us who are in similar like colleges can give maybe like some clubs or something that you guys could potentially join. Like I'm College of Business, so I know that we have groups and clubs like Enactus and Business Student Leadership Council that would be good for you guys to join. So I'm not sure if any other PCAs know any groups that y'all could join.
Okay, hi everyone. So my tip that I had in my video was that before this year, I didn't really know a way to like relax and to take a break. But I don't know who needs to hear this today, but like don't feel guilty for relaxing or taking a break. You know, you need it because college can be stressful. So do not feel guilty. Take that break.
My piece of advice is get involved on campus. It is never enough. As I said, networking is really, really, really important. So join as many organizations as you can while staying on top of school. I mean, we have organizations, major related. We have all type of organizations. Just find what you like. Stay organized. Stay involved. As I said, on my freshman year, I wish I would have done a lot more stuff, but it's never late to build up your resume, make connections, know people, and yeah, that's my piece of advice.
Well, it looks like we're nearing to the end of our time. So if there are any last minute questions or if there's any last minute statements that the PCAs, my fellow PCAs would like to make, let's go ahead and get those out of the way.
I have something to say. I wanted to thank everybody that is on the call, all the PCAs, Kyla, everyone that joined the call today. I really appreciate it. You guys took the time to get to know a little bit about what we do here in career services. And I encourage you guys to take advantage of the services we offer. Guys, you pay for tuition, you basically pay for this. You might as well use it. I always say that. I will always say it. And yeah, tell your friends about us. You might know someone that's struggling finding a job or maybe struggling about the major that they chose. So please let our word out there. And yeah, thank you for being here. And that's everything I got for right now.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, everyone who did.
I had fun, by the way. So yeah, thank you to everyone who came. Don't forget, we can help you out. We can help you.
Yeah, definitely make an appointment with us if you have any more questions. And thanks for everyone that showed up.
Thank you. And this is not the only time you can like reach out to us. You can always contact Career Services by calling, emailing, or just making an appointment through Handshake if you want to know any other resource or have questions about anything.
If no one else has any questions, I guess at this point we'll go ahead and close out the session. Thank you all PCAs, and thank you everyone for joining us. We appreciate your questions, and contact us if you need help. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Thank y'all. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
You guys have a good day.
Bye, thanks.